I started week 3 off with my usual recovery run, followed by a chilled rest day. On Wednesday, I did an over and under session which tested my discipline. Thursday was another rest day before heading up the hills on Friday. I found that one hilly run per week does wonders for me. On Saturday, I had a stab at a PB at Worcester Pitchcroft. Having run well on the last 2 Saturdays, I felt that it could be on. Sunday is long run day for me, and I had some company for my 26k steady sesh. Let's head to Monday for a recovery chat where I suffer the symptoms of paranoia after just 2 weeks of marathon training. Today's a recovery run. I'm hoping by the time I finish the end of this 10k run, I'll feel much better than when I started. And the first 2 or 3 weeks of this year, they've started off really well. Lots of news. I've had a bit of a rebrand, so shout out to my main man Sam Blackmore for designing me a really cool logo. And Brett and I, Obi-Wan brand, you know Brett, of course you do, everybody does. But we've started a podcast. So our podcast is called Running the Red Line. We'd love you guys to go and check it out. It's here on YouTube. It's also available on all your favourite podcast platforms. We had a bit of a chat about recovery, specifically recovery runs, and I sort of worried that I do recovery runs, you know, every Monday, and sometimes the week before it, I've had a really easy week. And I was at the running show yesterday, and I was lucky enough to listen to a talk from Steve Cram. If you don't know who Steve Cram is, he's basically the voice of the London Marathon. He always commentates on it, and he's a track runner from the 80s, someone correct me if I'm wrong, and a very, very good distance runner as well. And the question was asked to him from the crowd, what do they think about the 80-20 system of training, where you'd train 80% largely easy and below that aerobic threshold, or definitely below the lactate threshold, and 20% of higher intensity. I'm actually going to walk this bit and talk. And he basically said it's great for your aerobic base, you know, if over 12 months you just want to become fitter and feel better. But if you want to get faster, in 10 days you're only doing 2 days or 2 sessions worth of anything above lactate threshold, or of any intensity of some sort, then your speed, you might not notice results too much. And there's that Einstein theory, isn't there, of, you know, if the definition of insanity is repeatedly doing the same thing and expecting different results. So that's given me some food for thought for this training block. Am I doing too much easy stuff, not pushing myself enough? Lots to think about, lots to consider. The main goal is not even finishing Newport, it's making sure I get to that start line to give myself as much of a chance as performing as well as I can on the day. So yes, I've got to try and find that line between intensity and trying not to get injured. So that is exactly the line that I've got to tread. So there we go, 9.5k done, 59 minutes 37 seconds of running, really non-aggressive pace, lovely, sort of, you know, really nice and flowy pace, which was good. And I feel so much better now. I feel so much better. That the recovery run honestly is such a beautiful way to run, because blood's pumping now, body got moving. Maiden voyage for the hat and the new Gooder Sunnies. Yeah, feeling good. So now I'm gonna have a nice yoga stretch. Day off tomorrow, rest day tomorrow. Then we'll pick it up on Wednesday, and just depending on how I'm feeling will determine what sort of run I do. So bit by bit, we're building towards Newport, whether it's a recovery run, a 5k PB, all these blocks count no matter what size they are. We're building that strong engine to get us round in Newport. Just as it started raining, good time to finish today's run. Recovery done. Now it's time for something a little bit more adrenaline fueled. Join me on Saturday for a 5k PB attempt.
I'll give you a countdown. Enjoy your run. 3,
Right, enjoy.
Yeah, you too. Go.
Thank you. Good lad. I can't respond. Fair play, mate. Good lad, man. How do you do a final sprint when the whole thing is a sprint?
It sounds like your adrenaline goes.
Yeah, thank you. I can't wait.
Just squeezed under 20.
Yes, good man. 1959. Yes. Really happy to go sub 21 in the jacket with long sleeves on. So, average pace 4:10. 20 minutes 47 seconds.
Rishi smashed it. You said you wanted sort of 20ish.
Yeah,
What did you get?
Just squeezed on 20 on my watch, so 1959.
Yeah,
I'll
literally.
do for today.
Wow. So,
What was difficult?
yeah, that was difficult, isn't it? It's just so cold, and so when your muscles are cold as well. It's not easy.
Good to be back at Pitchcroft though.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Such a nice course, isn't it? So just on the easy run home now. Hopefully you can hear me above this breeze that hasn't really stopped all day. Very cold breeze, very cold wind today. But feeling good, to be honest, about the 5k. It wasn't really part of the plan, hard 5k, but to be honest, I just fancied it today. I just wanted to go as hard as I could, and it's really good to sort of see where you're at and challenge yourself every now and again, just to see, like a time trial I guess, just to see where you are, what your body can do, and where you need to improve. And as you saw in the video, second week in a row I got done on the line. So I think I make the mistake sometimes of thinking, because we're all running at a similar pace, everyone is the same, everyone's the same sort of make and model as me. You know, everyone's struggling and feeling the same as I am, but you could be running, you know, next to a 2:30 marathoner who's doing an easy 21-minute 5k today. You know, you never know what sort of runner is around you. So yeah, not too worried that I got, you know, pipped to the post, shall we say. It just gives me fire to try and be better. So more intervals, more VO2 max stuff needed. I'm going to stop my easy run here. So yeah, I know what I've got to do. I'm not going to do no hard 5Ks now for a couple of weeks. I'll concentrate on the shorter, faster stuff like intervals. And yeah, we'll have another go at a 5K in a month, say. And we'll see how we're doing in February. But as for now, really pleased with that. Really pleased with the way I managed that race. It's not a race. Really pleased with the way I managed the park run. Splits were quite even, and there's a hard finish as well. So yeah, all in all, really good. Only 2 seconds per kilometre slower than PB pace, so I am there or thereabouts. So that's Saturday done. See you tomorrow.
Hard workout completed for the week. Phew. Now it's time for the Sunday long run with a couple of local legends.
So welcome to Sunday, guys. I'm not alone. We've got Mac and we've got Rich. So today we're going to be doing a 25k run. Mac may not make to the end because we're basically running past his house. Yes. But he's already done 5k to get here. And the idea is we're going to do, let me just shout these out, these paces. What we're going to do is 8k easy, 4 steady, 2 easy, 4 steady, 2 easy, 3 marathon pace, and then 2 easy to finish. So it'll be the first time for me running marathon pace in a long run, this block. So we'll see how we get on. Feeling good, boys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hydrated and ready to go.
Yeah, what we're not telling you is we all went out for beers last night and we were very much not hydrated last night. So,
Garmin's not my friend at the moment.
what was your body battery? About 4 this
I'm
morning?
on 27 body battery, 9 training readiness, and my HRV is low.
And it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
There you go.
Right, let's crack on then, boys. So that's the 8k warm-up done of easies, and now we're heading into the steady territory. So this is Mac, this is your sort of marathon pace, is it?
Marathon pace.
Goal marathon pace.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of worked out quite well. And Rich, this is just like your walking pace, isn't it?
Well, I won't quite go that far, but no, it's still steady.
Here it is. All right, Days. Hello. That must have confused her. Right, first steady block done. How are we doing, boys?
Really good.
Yeah.
All good. So now we're taking it back to easy. For 2k, Then it's another 4k steady. We're feeling good.
Let's go.
Very good. Keep it tidy.
Yeah.
So we're at three of our reps through the 4 of our last steady block. So quick word about fueling. So Ricardo, what's your fueling method?
I'm a sucker for high five energy gels.
Any particular favourite flavour?
Well, I just had the apple and that was kind of alright, but I think the citrus is my favourite.
Nice.
It has delicate notes.
So eloquently put. What about you, Mac? Where are you?
High five energy as well.
Yeah.
That's my electrolytes in. That's also high five.
And is that what you'll be using for Manchester?
Yeah. I'm a bit of a bonker, so I'll be taking a fair few.
Bit of a bonker.
Yeah.
Right, I'm third tab of Voom energy bar for me. Just trying something new. We're about 15k in or something like that. I'm feeling okay, so yeah, maybe it is working. Tastes good as well. The final rep up Red Hill. Yeah, we're not going to talk to each other for the next 5.5 minutes. Wow, this is about half as steep as Altrincham, isn't it, Mac? Lovely stuff, boys. 5:15 rep. Now we're just gonna run easy for 2k and then
Max home.
then max home, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Then it's the marathon pace effort for 3k. Woo!
The run was great. Great stuff.
Good work, mate.
Went so fast.
Yes.
So fast.
Right, good to see you, mate.
Cheers.
Good working. See you in a bit. So Rich and I are just doing 3 kilometers of my Newport goal marathon pace, and we've Mac has just parachuted out, so he's done his work for the day. We're nearly done, and Rich, we're about to see something beautiful.
Indeed.
I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at that lovely downhill, mate. That looks beautiful. We didn't plan for that headwind though, did we? Woo!
It keeps from going too fast.
Yes. Rich's watch has done him dirty by 20 metres, so he's just carried on. But I've just done 26:01. That was a really good training run. So average pace 5:40, which is bang on sub 4 marathon pace. Good job, man.
Great job.
So yeah, how you feeling, mate? Feeling all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, it was
Quite
good.
enjoyable.
Sort of a nice little fartlek, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got 2 good steady blocks in there, which is really beneficial to all of us as well. But Rich, we haven't really asked you what, you know, are you racing anything this year? Are you? Don't incriminate yourself as well. Don't sign up to Manchester or anything like that. But
no, well, unfortunately I can't do Manchester, but as I said, I'm hovering around Newport or Leeds.
ooh,
One of them is hilly and one isn't.
okay, you heard the man. So you might see this beautiful bearded man in either Leeds or Newport. Sunday. So back in my happy place, with my feet up, watching the footy after a long Sunday run. So that was a really, really good run today. And this week's been great. I think today was probably the best run of the week in terms of how much I enjoyed it. It's really good to just run with different people. It's just really good to run as a group. And sometimes those tricky long runs can go so much quicker in company. So huge thanks to Mac and Rich today for the company. I think we all did quite well, considering we were out for beers last night. And yeah, just rounding up the week, it's been a really good week. Highlights were, did a hill run Friday, which went well. And the overs and unders I did on Wednesday over marathon pace seemed to go quite well as well. And then yesterday's park run. Yeah, so I wouldn't say that came out of nowhere, because I have been improving recently with my speed. But it wasn't, I didn't go out for a PB yesterday, so I actually performed better than I expected to. And it turns out that I was only 10 seconds away from my PB. So that to me indicates that I'm in a good place. And bear in mind, the last time I set a PB, I was 13 or 14 weeks, maybe 15 weeks into Manchester training block. So the fact that I'm 3 weeks into Newport, I'm excited to have a couple more goes during this Newport block at a 5k PB. But I'm going to put the rapid park runs chat away for now. I'm not going to be doing any fast park runs for the next month. So maybe at the end of Feb, I might have a go at it and see how far, if we can close the 10-second gap. But for now, I'm going to do more interval stuff and more work on my VO2 max, I think. So I think that would be better than me just turning up to parkrun every week and just going at it, hammer and tongs. So yeah, a few more chilled parkruns on the way. But all in all, it's been a good week. It's been 65k or 64k, something like that, of running this week. So my biggest week for some time, actually. And I really enjoyed it, which is the main thing. Still smiling. So yeah, that's the end of this week. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to recover by just watching the footy and just basically relaxing this afternoon. And then tomorrow I've got a recovery run as we start week 4. So thanks again for watching. Remember, you can subscribe to the Running the Red Line podcast. I know I mentioned that on Monday, but we'd love to have you over there to listen to what me and Brett have been up to. And we really enjoy making the podcast as well, but I won't go on about that too much. So yeah, just give it a listen. You can listen to it wherever you get your podcast from, or you could just tune into YouTube and you can watch the podcast if you're that way inclined. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you if you've got any questions for us, and we'll get them answered in the next episode. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next one, which is next week. Yeah, feeling nice and relaxed. I'm feeling like Daisy. You alright, Daisy? She's out for the count. See you soon. Take it easy wherever you are in the world. I'll see you soon.
It's on, Andy!